闇を欺いて切な音交わして刃すり抜け奴らの隙をつけ貫いた想いが未来を開く Like a burning stone 熱く Like a burning stone 血脈に刻まれた因縁に浮き上がる消えない誇りの絆
Welcome to another episode of Cougar TV. Great job making it through the year, everyone, and goodbye to our seniors. We'll miss you, but we know you're going on to do more exciting things in the future. Let's take a final look for the year at the spring sports. Girls tennis placed second at regionals and qualified for team state. Girls golf placed first at regionals and qualified for team state. Girls soccer lost to Rampart 5-0. Baseball beat Rampart 15-1. Boys swim and dive beat Liberty 106-79. At the Spartan Invitational, the girls track and field team placed 10th and boys placed 15th. Along with the seniors, we say goodbye this year to several of our retiring staff members, Ms. Rubel, Mr. Lagergren, Ms. Williams, and Mr. Richardson. Let's take a moment to sit down with them one more time.
I've been in education for 30 years, I should say, and I taught physical education most of my career. I started at high school and I did coach volleyball, track, basketball for many years. And then I went down to middle school and did the same thing for about 4 or 5 years. And then I went to elementary school here in Colorado Springs. I was the Bristol PE teacher for about 9 years. And then I came to Coronado for the last 4 years. So they've all been different, the coaching, teaching, and what I do at Coronado, but it's all been awesome in that I've been willing to work with a lot of students and help a lot of students in a lot of different ways. So I will miss working with students, but it's time for something new in my life. What I'll miss most is the relationships formed with students and parents. For example, like I said, I taught 9 years of PE at Bristol. So what's amazing to me is I see many of those students around campus here that I've known since they were in kindergarten. And they and I have a special relationship because we've known each other practically their whole life. So it's those relationships you form with students and also those that you form with your colleagues that you work with. The last 4 at Coronado have been awesome because it's been something different than teaching. I've been able to work with students in a different way in trying to make them accountable for being at school and getting their credits. And sometimes they like that, sometimes they don't, but it all comes from a caring heart in wanting them to graduate. A lot of people have asked me that, what are you going to do in retirement? And I said, well, first of all, I'm just going to relax and do whatever I want. And I'm going to, I've been learning to play the guitar and I haven't had a lot of time for that lately, so I'm going to do that. But I say, you know, my faith is a huge part of my life, and God, I believe, truly led me to Coronado, and it's been a blessing the last 4 years. And so I said he has some other great adventure for me that I don't know yet, so I'm looking forward to what that may be. I just want to say what a great place Coronado is. I've been able to work with some amazing people, and even the students I don't work with in my office, I see them at athletic events and plays and orchestra, band. It's just a great place to go to school, and I just want to say to students, you know what, you need to make the most of each and every day of your life and make it count.
You know, working with high school kids keeps you young because, you know, think about it, your clientele never ages. So the people I've worked with have been 15 to 18 for 34 years. Coaching is such a great thing. You get to see the kids in a different light outside of the classroom. you get to see what they're really like as people, and just spending hours upon hours with them and just getting to know them and seeing what their other interests are and stuff. I'm really going to miss the coaching. Once again, just spending time with the kids, seeing what they're about, joking around with them. At Coronado for 26 years. I started in 1992 when the district brought the 9th graders out of the junior high and into the high school. Well, a lot of things. One of the main things, of course, are cell phones, social media. We didn't have that when I started here. And, that means less time for studying, things like that. Behavior-wise, they're about the same. You know, kids are kids, no matter what. So, I've got lots of plans. I've got lots of projects to do around my house, landscaping, finishing my room addition, spending time with my dogs. I also plan to do a lot of fishing, just spending time outside. My grandson just turned 2, so I'll be able to spend a lot more time with him. I can go get him out of daycare whenever I want and spend time with him.
I have taught over 30 years, but not continuously. Just thinking about the chalkboard, you know, and that we don't even have chalkboards anymore. And so certainly, you know, with cell phones and laptops, all those things that are in the classroom, I remember overhead projectors, and we really, you know, we have dot cams now. So a lot of the things that I used when I first started teaching, they're not even around anymore. I've had a lot of good students over the years, and we've laughed a lot, learned a lot, and actually, you know, shared some sad moments. So I will miss working with students. I've enjoyed some of my after school activities. I've done Mesa Science Olympiad, Science Club. Certainly have enjoyed the trips with the robotics team. But most of all, I've enjoyed teaching. I've had a lot of fun here at Coronado, and enjoyed, again, the students and the staff that I've had the pleasure of working with. And it's funny to be one of the oldest people. I remember when I was one of the, I don't know, I'm not going to say the youngest, but that I was sort of in the middle, and then all of a sudden I was one of the oldest members of the staff here. I'm going to do nothing for a little while. And then after I've done nothing, then I will decide what my future plans will be.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletime carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows some turkey and a mistletoe will help to make the season bright. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
The end of the year is a great time to look back and remember the teachers who make Coronado the amazing place that it is. We'll miss you, and we thank you for the years that you put into our education. Well, that wraps up another episode of Cougar TV. I'm Olivia Gillum. Join us next week for our recap of the year. Stay classy,